Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
We're gonna have to research. This bitch is gonna boot us out right now.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth, then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Okay, ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Niners at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Completes it to Samuel. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. He completes it to Julio Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Going right back to Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll run here with Akers. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Stafford going to give this to Akers. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. To throw is Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 42. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
And Lance again going to keep it on first down. This is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On play action, Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Lance. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And Lance going to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Quadrat.
Lance looking to throw it. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run for it with Akers. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now a second time. By the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. In motion left is Cobb. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. In motion right comes Cobb. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Lance now on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara. And then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with that 20-17 victory. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A big play that time through the air. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off of play action, here's Lance. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A give running right is Akers. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Stafford now to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lamore. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well. 49 yards. Throwing on first down is Lance. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Again, it's Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. On
1st and 10, Stafford. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cobb goes in motion left. Again, it's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. McCaffrey running up the middle. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Lance now on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On play action, Lance. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. One
last throw here for Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, we see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the 49ers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on.
I just ripped it off the top, put it on the road, on the dirt, on the block. It was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the phone. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't